Like you wouldn't, like when you got sick and then you were just going to hospital. I know you've told me before, but yeah, what like the lead up and all that sort of stuff when you were like you left PNG again to come to try and work and stuff in Australia,
Yeah.
and just on your way up and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Just came over for a better opportunity and that, so decided to move back to Brisbane. And I'd say probably about 6 months being here. I got sick. Got pretty sick. Really sick. Like life-threatening sick.
Yeah, right.
Like the worst stuff. I got meningitis. Meningitis encephalitis.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Can you look it up, bro?
Yeah. So this is the meningitis and encephalitis information page. It says meningitis is an infection of the meningenes, the membranes that surround the brain and the spinal cord. Encephalitis is inflammation of the brain itself. Anyone can get encephalitis or meningitis. Causes of encephalitis and meningitis include viruses, bacteria, fungus, parasites. Anyone experiencing symptoms of this stuff should see a doctor.
Some symptoms include sensitivity to bright light, confusion, delusional, just like agitated. Yeah. So I got home. I went to work, all good, and I'm a healthy guy. I'm like 32, 88. Shout out. Yeah. So yeah, I got home and I was feeling sick. I had like a headache. My neck was hurting. Every time I turned left, turn right, my head just hurt. My neck hurt real bad, like crazy, like worse than when you wake up in the morning and your neck's like cracked or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like worse than that, bro. So I went to emergency, like straight up. I went to Mata Hospital. So I cruised there, me and my missus, Andrea. So I went there. And they asked me to get a COVID test, bro. I had to get a COVID test. This was the height of COVID. This was August 13th, 14th, around that time, yeah. So
because symptoms are pretty much like COVID symptoms. So just pull it. Yeah. So it'd be pretty much like COVID symptoms. So it'd be like, oh, can you get a test, please? Like, because I'm reading, the symptoms include sudden fever, headache, vomiting, sensitivity to lights. Yeah, as you were saying, stiff neck and back, confusion and impaired in judgment, drowsiness, weak muscles, a clammy and unsteady gait, irritability.
yeah, man.
Yeah. In more severe cases, people may have problems with speech or hearing, vision problems, and hallucinations. Symptoms of meningitis. Oh shit.
And it's already easy to irritate me, so
yeah, right.
That I was really like irritated. Like I was angry at the staff, and I was not really nice to the nurses and stuff like that. That's what they told me after.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bro. I wasn't happy about that. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, I cruised to emergency. I got my COVID test. I was negative with the test. Came back. Um, I went to hospital. They sent me home. They said it was all good, so I went home. But then I kept waking up during the night, and I couldn't go to the bathroom, man. I couldn't pee. I emptied my bladder, man. It just filled out, and I couldn't pee. And then I couldn't walk, so then I had to get the ambulance to come pick me up. I was in hospital again. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, that's gotta be shit, eh?
Yeah, I got a catheter. You know what a catheter is, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get a catheter. They put that in.
That's the tube into your bladder through your penis.
Yes, yes. So they drained about 2 liters out. And my bladder could have burst. And yeah, that could have been it too.
Yeah, right.
At the time. So I was lucky. Lucky that didn't happen either. Because that would have been another problem. On top of meningitis, encephalitis. So at this point I can't walk. I'm paralyzed from my hips down. So they have to carry me into the ambulance. But they didn't want to touch me. This was the height of COVID. So they didn't want to touch me. Because I was spewing. I was dizzy. I couldn't walk. I was saying I could walk, but I couldn't walk. Because in my mind, I'm good. I'm okay. But I wasn't okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I get in the ambulance. And then, yeah, straight to Mata Hospital. And then I'm in ICU for a month or 2. I was asleep. I was still in my own, I'd say, like, limbo, pretty much.
Yeah,
I'd say.
right.
Yeah, I had delusions. I thought that the doctors were bringing me home and making me babysit their kids. And when they would go out, like, for dinner or whatever, like parties or whatever, the kids would do, like, really bad things.
Right.
Yeah. So I was, really, like, I didn't want anyone to touch me. And I was always pulling my breathing tube out. And I was just disruptive. And I kept pulling my feeding tube out. And my cannula out. The blood, constantly giving me blood, oxygen and stuff.
Right.
So I kept, like, twisting around, moving around and stuff. Yeah. You can imagine how confusing it was.
It's pretty crazy, eh?
Yes. So, yeah, my delusions are, like, really vivid still in my mind today. I can think of, there was maybe like 5 different scenarios I kept going back to. Like, I was in, like, a dentist chair in one, talking to this psychiatrist, this doctor. And in another one, I was with this really mean lady who wanted to put me in a plastic bag, and then put me in a freezer. She wanted to do that to me.
Yeah, shit.
And in one, I was with this little kid who just, like, knew everything. Like, he just looked like he knew everything. Like, one of those, like, Oracle type, Matrix type kid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like that. Just playing with some blocks and stuff and just telling me things like, oh, don't drink energy drinks, it's bad for you. And
yeah, right.
Just telling me random things. And when I was looking up, I was in his house and looking up, and there was just, like, stars and universe. Just, yeah, it was awesome.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah, bro. That was one of them. And the other one, I thought PNG and Australia was joined together. So there was a bridge between both the countries. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, it was awesome. And I thought it was 2013 or something.
Yeah. What the brain would do to like save itself, eh? Shutting certain parts down and firing other bits up.
Yes, yes.
And what you make of it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Because the tests they did on me and the MRI scans, because they put you in the bed and then you have to slide into that machine. You've been in there?
No.
You haven't been in there yet?
Hell no.
You go in there for an hour.
True shit.
Yes. And this thing is like you're lying down. Like that. And this thing's just here, like this, in front of you. A screen.
Jesus.
It's... I didn't like it at all. I had to come out a few times. They had to bring me out.
Because you kept moving.
I kept moving, bro. I couldn't stay still. So they had to put me to sleep. They hypnotized me and put me to sleep.
Hypnotized you?
Yeah. They put me to sleep.
Right.
Yeah. But they did lots of tests on me, like 100 tests. But they couldn't find, like, what exactly, like, how it happened. Like, where I got it from. Or, yeah. So that's the most eerie part, scary part about it, I'd say.
Like how you got it. So what are common places to catch it? Do you think? Have you heard?
I'd say just a combination of everything that could go wrong. Just
Like
went wrong.
Swiss cheese sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say, bro. It's like... No, I won't compare it to anything else, eh? No, I can't. It's on its own, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like... Not to be, like, vain or anything, but, like, me? Hey.
Yeah.
You'd say the same thing, wouldn't you?
Like, yeah. That's not you. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Not like I could run like a deer or anything like that.
No,
I'm not saying like that, but
all of that to happen, yeah, someone you think's healthy and all that shit, and like how, what, shit.
Yeah, bro.
Must have been some strong shit.
The strongest,
Jeez.
bro. Honest, the strongest.
Just like bang. Just knocked you.
Yes. Brain scans. Doctors asking me questions every day. Needles every day. Yeah. So.
What kind of needles and stuff?
Mostly to put me to sleep. I had tablets for my mood to make me not so like depressed. Tablets to help me sleep. Mostly because I was drowsy all the time.
Alright.
The virus went into my spine and then up into my brain. And the part of the brain that was affected controls your cognitive responses like breathing and
Yeah, right. And you were trying to rip out that tube and stuff like that.
yes, yeah. So I was forgetting to breathe. So they kept telling me like, oh, you have to keep breathing. So, yeah. it got to a point where I couldn't breathe, and a machine was breathing for me. So they had to do the surgery called a tracheostomy. Check it out, bro.
Tracheoscopy is a surgical procedure that involves making a cut in the trachea windpipe and inserting a tube into the opening. A tracheoscopy may be temporary or permanent, depending on the reasons for its use. Yeah. Certain groups, including babies, smokers, and the elderly, are more vulnerable to complications. But, yeah, breathing through your neck, shit.
Yeah. So I had to breathe through my neck, and I had a cold. So during that time I had a cold, and mucus would build up, and because I couldn't cough, because that's one of your cognitive responses, coughing, also breathing and talking. So I couldn't do any of those things.
Mm-hmm.
They had to put a tube down my throat to suck up all the mucus and everything, the saliva and things that were...
Will they knock you out for it?
No, I'd be awake while this
Shit.
tube gets put down, and I'd be
Your
telling the
lungs.
nurse, like they gave me a whiteboard with a pen, with a black pen, so I could write on what I was feeling or what I needed to say, like pass me my phone or something.
Shit.
Or like, I love you, mom, or something. It's like, write some stuff. Yeah. Apparently that was like the first thing that I wrote on the blackboard. Like, I love you, mom.
Yeah, right.
When I woke up in ICU, yeah, and she saw that and she was like, oh, okay, yeah, he's alright. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. But I remember my first memory, like coming out of, this is within the 2 months that I'd been sick with meningitis and encephalitis. The first memories I have is waking up in Mater Hospital, neuro ward on the 8th floor, and just lying in that hospital bed and just sitting up, and my dad just sitting in there on the right side, just in the chair looking at me, and just reaching out, just touching me, like oh, it's you, like you're there. And then I was like, oh jeez,
Really?
yeah. And he doesn't do that sort of stuff, so I was like, why? Well, why is this nigga touching me? Like, and then at that point I realized, like, oh shit, like I could have like died. It could have been something else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it really, and that's one of my first memories of being like coming back out of it. So out of the delusional state. And I started telling the stories that I went through. I wrote them down in a diary, which I didn't bring today. It wasn't at KP. I was looking for it everywhere.
Oh, damn.
Couldn't find it, but I wrote down a lot of the stories that are in there. And they're pretty, like, I plan on getting to, like, write them out properly.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, have them read. Yeah, they're pretty, like, different.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're, like...
So you remember most of it?
Yeah, like really vividly. Like I remember, like a little girl getting stabbed, and like I remember really vividly. Like the bridge between here and there, like really clearly. Like big ass bridge, like lights and shit.
Yeah,
like
right.
London Bridge type shit.
Yeah. So you could write sort of movies or short clips.
Yeah,
with
just
this
like
sort
clips.
of- Yeah.
Clips, or like you just use your imagination, just read it, because they just, they'll make you think, like,
Mm-hmm.
what happened.
Yeah. Because that's what that's what you were saying before. Like what you were saying, I was just trying to picture. And I'm just like, man, that's to be thinking that.
And in those delusions, I couldn't walk either. I was always sitting down, like on a couch, or so I'd try to get away. Like I'd try and like crawl, but I could never get away.
Yeah, right. So in none of them you could move.
Couldn't move in none of them. Yeah. I could just like that's it. Couldn't, like, so I'd have to see everything. Yeah.
And would you like be like awake? Like people would think you're awake, but you're having delusions and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I took videos when I was in ICU, when I was delusional. So, yeah. I found them later. Like when I look through my phone, there's a lot of things that I did that I can't remember doing. Like I took selfies. I even messaged people I wasn't supposed to message. Just did things. Yeah, without knowing. And I looked back and like, yeah, these things are really good.
Yeah.
They track you. They track everything. Like, I needed to find out, like, what happened, what I did that day. Like, when did I go? And I could do that because of the phones there.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
So good. Yeah, because like technology from having like a Nintendo, you know, there's like proper square ones, and then they had like Super Nintendo, and then Nintendo 64, and then like those big machines, like you just have them on your phone and stuff anyway. Like the stuff like is, yeah, it's crazy. Like all of that stuff is like miniaturized into this one little device. That, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Powerful.
But then being able to look back to that, like how does that make you like feel, like just being able to like see it all and stuff?
Well, going back to my first memories, I really saw that the body and mind are separate things, and because of the virus, the connection between my brain and my feet just wasn't getting through from my hips down. So I just felt like my brain feeling sorry for my body. Like, what did I do to put you in this position? So that was like really confronting at first. But yeah, now I feel like I'm anticipating some sort of like PTSD, but I just feel I don't know, it's something that I just have to get comfortable with, I guess. What do you think about that?
Well, yeah, realizing that your mind and your body are two different things, that's pretty big. Like, yeah, because you think you're you, right? And like how they say, like, and how you said your brain and your body are two different things, and you just couldn't have the connection in that. And maybe your brain is protecting you also, because if you did have your feet, where could you have been? You would have been doing all sorts of shit. Like, so people that are stuck in psychotic states, like you are like that because your brain, yeah, because of that connection. So people that are stuck in psychosis, imagine what they're going through when they can use their whole body, and they've lost that connection. You know, like, and there's like they explain it as neurodiversity now, instead of like yeah, like, because you don't, like, the typical human being it's like put in all the movies and sort of stuff. But there's so much difference in the world where we shouldn't have like one example of what you should be. Like, who knows what we should be, you know? Like, yeah, and to put like bounds on shit that, like, yeah, as we were talking before, like LGBTQI and all those in between and stuff. It's like, well, okay, they're doing that. Well, okay, well, when I want to do something, I want to have a barbecue. They're not like going all over the media saying that I shouldn't be cooking and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who cares what, like, who they have sex with and who they like and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, man, they're two humans, like,
true,
like the rest of us.
Yes.
We don't know what's going on.
Yes.
And like, yeah, that mind and body connection, like, it could be completely different, you know, like all that sort of stuff. Like, when you, like, if you're delving into that, like, yeah, we'll keep going with this story, bro. Like, but
that's
yeah,
deep. If you keep going.
Yeah, because like, bloody, yeah, all those little things that you've had, like those, yeah, you've written like a whole diary on them, and you've like, yeah, been able to look back,
yeah,
and shit that you did,
yeah,
videos and photos that you took,
yeah,
yeah,
bro, hard. So we're 2 months in. I got the trachea. I need a speech therapist to teach me how to talk again. I'm still getting fed through a feeding tube that goes up through your nose and down through your throat,
right.
past your past your throat, down into your stomach. And they do that, they push that through while you're awake, while you're sitting up, like how I'm sitting up right now.
And you feel it going up through your nose and shit.
Feel it up going through. Sometimes they need to change it every 2 weeks, so they take it out. Sorry, Esana. Breathe. Open up.
And you're feeling it going down.
They pull it out, and then I can have some food getting like put up on the, like those drip bags of water, but like just filled with nutrients and vegetables and everything. So
Yeah, right.
Put it up there every 6 hours. Yeah, he's had dinner. Yeah, he had breakfast. Yeah.
Shit. That's crazy.
Feel like a robot, like just being looked after. Just feel like a baby. I was in a ward, so I had people around me, but there was always curtains, so there's no interaction. You're like, because you're just on drugs, just out of it. You don't even, like, how can you socialize? You can't, like, that's it. You can say like 5 words, and that's it.
Yeah, right.
Shit. And you're just tired all the time, tired. I guess because your body's just like getting deconditioned now, because you're not walking, you're just lying down on your back. This is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks, bro.
Yeah, right.
Yes, just like in a neck brace, breathing tube, trachea, feeding tube, cannula, catheter, paralyzed from the hips down. Yeah.
And they just keep changing the shit all the time.
Just keep changing it in a nappy. Like, so I had to be changed, and I just, yeah.
Shit.
As I said, for like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 weeks, just lying there, like,
Shit.
So all that happens. I start getting a little bit mobile, like I get hoisted into a wheelchair, so I get to go like outside to a veranda, sit out there for like 5 minutes, and then go back inside, back to bed, sheets up, like fan on, YouTube, like on the side. Really good, like public. This is public hospital, bro.
True.
Yeah, bro, public hospital. Mata, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine that in PNGA.
Nah, never.
Shit.
Never.
Take you so long to get better.
That would be nuts. But the doctors had to rule that out. They had to say, oh, like, you know, did he get sick in PNG and come here and, like, you know, it just went full blown.
Mm-hmm.
But they ruled that out. No, it couldn't have been the case because the virus would have died off, like, after 6 months. And I was here for 8 months.
Yeah.
9 months, going on 9.
Yeah, shit.
So,
one of those West End buildings, eh?
yeah, one of those Esana Leahy. But at the time I was working in a factory. I won't say the name of the factory. But I was working in a factory with meat. And
right.
like in a freezer. So
Yeah, shit.
that could have played a role in it. But I'm not sure. Just like a combination of bad at the same time. Just wrong place, wrong time. Like, probably like, well, I think about like probably just walked past and took a whiff of wrong air. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or just like breathed in some chemical from somewhere I walked past. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like in the air, like pretty much like whatever COVID is. So, yeah. Something just inhaled the wrong way. Something. Yeah, so boom, I'm at hospital, Mata Hospital, man. Now they moved me to my own room. This is like 3 months. I've been there for 3 months. So they moved me to my own room on the 8th floor. Nice, big room.
Yeah, right.
I got a TV, got a desk, got my own bathroom, got my shower chair. There's a chair the specific chair I sit in to get wheeled into the shower, to have a shower every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm starting to have showers. I didn't have a shower for a good 2 weeks. No shower. I couldn't have a shower.
Just like bath.
Too many pipes in me. I had to get wiped down like a wet cloth. Nurses wipe me down. That's how I get my bath. Yeah. But yeah, after all that, I moved into my own room. This is 3 months in Mata Hospital. Yeah, bro. What do you think of the public health system with that? With what they did for me? Like,
well,
how do you look at it now? How do you look at it now? Like, opposed to...
Nah, I look at it when my kids were born. Like, there was these birthing suites. Like,
RBH?
Yeah, RBH.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the birth suites and stuff there. Like, they were freaky.
Beautiful, yeah.
They were good.
Yes.
Like, they had everything that you wanted.
Yes.
You wouldn't, like, in Brisbane, you don't need to have a home birth. Like,
yes.
Yeah, you can book it in, like, as soon as you know.
Yeah.
And then you get... Because they've got, like, a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Yeah, they've got a bunch of these birthing suites.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm sure Marta has some pretty good stuff too.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, because, yeah, Beulah gave birth, like, within 30 to 40 minutes of us getting there. So, yeah, they did... they have just enough time to prepare and all that stuff, you know. Yeah. So...
Jeez.
Yeah, both times, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but they're so good. Good stuff.
Yeah. And then... like, yeah, we're doing pretty good for COVID and shit.
Yeah.
No deaths and all, like heart or... Yeah. New South Wales is getting a fair few.
Yeah.
But not like America. That's like nuts there.
Oh, yeah, well. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The US.
I think, yeah, over 100,000 in how long?
So
like
far.
More people have died of COVID than
AIDS.
The Afghanistan war.
What?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
the like American troops.
Yeah.
In that long ass period, 20 years,
Mm.
it's killed more people in that time, in 2 years.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
They're saying, oh, it's just like the cold or the flu. It's like, no, it's a lot worse.
Yeah.
People are on respirators and stuff.
That's right.
It's, yeah. And then, like, yeah, to get, like, that encephalitis,
Yeah.
like, yeah, in the midst of it all, too.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Shit.
saying, bro. Like,
You still had, like, yeah, they still had space for you to have your own room and all that sort of stuff.
yeah.
To help in your recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
At the height. And bro, I'm talking about, like, neuro ward. Like, minimum 6 doctors. Like, really, really clued up guys. Like, just talking to me every day. Like, oh,
Yeah, right.
like, do this. Like, count backwards from 103s. Say as many words as you can, starting with C. Just saying, oh, who is the, like, last prime minister? And just random stuff. Yeah, all the time, every day. Yeah. Timetables, like, plus, minus, division.
Just like building up to like get your brain functioning right.
Yeah, just always finding out shit, writing down shit, asking me like, oh yeah, he said, yeah. Oh, he's this, like just doctor's terms, you know what they're saying, like some long ass words. I just
Alright.
So yeah, that sort of thing. What else? So that was 3 months in Mata Hospital. Chilling in there, had my own room. My parents could visit. By this time, Bucky visited. Everyone reached out, like family reached out. I'm reading messages now, like, oh, get well and stuff. Like, oh, sweet. Oh, cool. Like, just thinking everyone's thinking about me, or at least, like, that's what really, like, motivates you, helps you, makes you feel better, I guess. Makes you feel happy.
Yeah, freaky.
Like, just reading, like, support and stuff like that. And people being allowed to come and visit me. By that time, there was only, like, 1 person rule. You think of COVID. So only, like, 1 person could go visit at a time. My parents were here. Dad just arrived from PNG. And I went into hospital like a week after he came out of quarantine, 2 weeks quarantine, how they do, at Regis Hotel, South Bank.
Alright. So he's done that twice now.
Yeah, he's done that twice, eh?
Man.
Hard.
Yeah, your mum was saying that he had like a sore tooth or something in the second time.
Yeah, he's going back and forth from the dentist now, but I shouldn't say anything. Bro, I had 7 fillings.
Oh, bro. Me too, I'm going through now. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't comment on that situation.
No. Like, yeah, I'm terrible. I only just went back to, like, started seeing a dentist, like, recently, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, shit. Now I need to,
Same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. We don't realize it, eh? It's the mouth, most important, like,
Oath.
thing. Also, the thing about the trachea is when they drain out the saliva and stuff, they took the tube out and they put a I can't remember what it's called. Look up Swedish nose, bro.
It's an artificial nose, a cap that can be attached to the tracheostomy. The tracheostomy tube to help maintain humidity. An air compressor, a machine used to provide air oxygen under pressure to make breathing easier for a patient with breathing problems. That's from Hopkins Medicine Org. So yeah, it's like a artificial like thing for the breathing.
Yeah, to break down all that mucus, so they could take it out and then put the tube down to suck out all the mucus.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So this is the 4th month, or the 3rd month still at Mata, but coming to the end of the 3rd month, they removed the feeding tube, so I didn't have to eat off the bags of feed. They call it feed. Imagine that.
Yeah.
So it's like those little army packs, like this big.
Yeah.
And it's just full of stuff. Like it's hanging up there. They just give you the feed.
Give you your feed.
Give you the feed. So what am I having? It's just like oats and eggs and whatever, wheat, whatever. Mashed up.
Yeah, right. Just fed into the tube.
Well, so they said open up, like lift your head, and pulled out the tube while I was awake. And I was from the stomach up, through the nose, through the throat. This thing is like at least a meter long. Come on, at least a meter long. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Just feeding that whole thing in. How are you going to know that you're there? Or like
They just push and then they feel resistance and somehow they know they're going the wrong way. And then they just turn the tube or something and keep going.
Holy crap.
Yeah. It's... But nothing bad to say about the nursing staff. Everybody was like 100.
Yeah, nice.
Like, yeah, just very good to me. I was really annoyed all the time, agitated with them. No one could like give me injections or like say, yes sir, don't do this. No. I'm doing it. So that was, but I couldn't anymore because I couldn't get up, so I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So very like humbling experience, like to just depend on people so much. It's just like going back to baby sense.
Yeah.
Having to like depend on people to change your nappy and just like look after you pretty much. You gotta ask them for everything. You gotta ask, like, what?
Can't use your feet.
Yeah, it explains a person being frustrated, like myself. Like, just no wonder, like, agitated on 1,000 million. Yeah. But at this time I was with the fam. They were allowed to visit, more than one visitor.
Yeah, nice.
4th month now. I'm out of hospital. They're looking at getting me into rehab to really start like getting me to stand up and possibly try to walk again. Well, the ultimate goal, obviously, try to walk. But at the time, the 4th month, I was just trying to stand up, which I couldn't do. I was paralyzed from the hips down. Like my toes couldn't touch each other. Like my big toe couldn't touch the toe near it.
You couldn't make that happen.
I couldn't make that happen. I could look at it all day for weeks, and that motherfucker, that toe wouldn't touch the next toe. How, bro?
Yeah.
I couldn't lift my knee up like this. That took a very long time for me to do that. I couldn't push the sheets down. Like, sheets would get caught up here, and it'd be too hot sometimes. I didn't want the sheet on me. I couldn't even push the sheet down. My leg didn't have enough power to push that thing down, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to sit up and like push it down with my hands. Oh man. Oh, that was hard. I'd have to like buzz for the nurse. Oh, can you take my sheets down? Because I'd have like cords in me, giving me blood and giving me like IVs and things that I need, like nutrients or whatever the bag has in it. So I couldn't like move, man. I was just pretty much like that. I had to get to my buzzer, which is like there. Get my buzzer and buzz like, hey.
Yeah, I could imagine losing your buzzer, like if it's like out of reach somewhere.
If it's out of reach,
Wait.
That's it. No, I couldn't even talk. I had the trachea in.
Shit. Shit.
I had the trachea in. I had a little book. I had the pen. The thing was the pen. I couldn't like find the pen all the time to write what I needed to say on a piece of paper or whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah. For a long time. So at the end of the 4th month, they're looking for a place to get me into rehab. PA hospital, Princess Alexandra.
Mm-hmm.
They have the best like rehab facility available publicly.
Yeah, right.
So they were trying to get me in there. It took a long time to get me in there. But while I was at Mata, they were still trying to get me to stand. So every morning I'd do physio. So they'd wake me up at 7 o'clock. I'd go to physio, try and get me to stand up from my wheelchair. So out of the wheelchair, I'd try and stand up. That wasn't happening. It just felt like stilts, like just like a big rock piled on a smaller rock, piled on a smaller rock, piled on a smaller rock, piled on a tiny rock. Like just like a dinner table sitting on stilts. Just really like nothing, no feeling. Just couldn't, just had to guess everything. My left and right leg had pins and needles in them.
Yeah,
24/7. That's all I could feel. Swollen. Couldn't
so you could feel pins and needles, but you couldn't move your legs.
Couldn't move my legs, bro. Couldn't move my ankles to do that movement right there. Just up and back. Oh, that took a while. So they removed the feeding tube, right? That was where I was at.
Yeah.
They removed the feeding tube. The first food that I ordered, you guessed, the first drink that I wanted to taste through my mouth like a normal person rather than through the hole in my neck. Getting fed through the hole in my neck. Breathing through the hole in my neck. The first food.
Sprite?
No, bro. I had a chocolate milkshake.
Oh, right.
Yes. I had one of those. Yep. That was the best ever. And then I had a Coke from Macca's post mix. Had a Coke, and then I had a quarter pounder.
Yeah,
which I
right.
couldn't finish. My stomach shrunk because I wasn't eating like normal.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the feed. So
Shit.
I didn't have to even think about eating.
Yeah.
It became a new thing, really, like trying to eat again and like just do normal things like shower, like get the soap and try soaping myself, and because there'd be different like bathrooms with poles around them and like just easy accessible to someone in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah, right.
Can't use their legs.
Yeah.
So there'd be a lot of that. After the 4th month, Princess Alexandria had a spot for me, so they moved me into the geriatric center, Garu Banya ward, and they kept me in there. There was me, Ian, Chris, and Peter. Yeah, 4 of us in the room. So we shared a room. Public hospital, right? Princess Alexandra, Banya ward. Awesome, bro. Awesome. I went in the start of January. I went in there. Teach me how to walk. I couldn't move my legs. I was still paralyzed. Legs down. Moved in there from my own room at Mata, which was the best. Awesome. Order meals, like ring up on the phone. I'm gonna have I'll have the beef stroganoff tonight. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. There, bro. I'm in PA hospital now. I'm sharing with 4 other dudes. Bro, everyone's in a wheelchair, and the difference is they all lost limbs from like diabetes. Everybody's over 60.
Yeah.
And this young guy, like more than half their age, is like in there. Islander, mind you. What is this? Oh, never seen one of these before. Nah. They were really old. They were really good guys. Good guys, yeah. But yeah, big difference in hospital. No complaints ever, but just a big difference in hospital. Great, awesome stuff.
Mhm.
Best treatment ever. Still public.
Yeah, right.
Chilling, yeah.
So they just got different facilities to the ones at Mata.
Different, bro.
Yeah.
Different. But still, like the care is there. Like you can't fault anything there. Like,
Yeah.
it's there. Like from medication to anything you need to make it easier for you. Just easy.
Just anything.
Just anything. Like it's right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So I went in January. I left Mata, which was pretty sad. Oh man, the nurses were so good. I made friends with the physios. We were so good. Everything was cool there. But yeah, PA, new chapter. Yeah, it was sick. COVID still out, but not as much. No lockdown yet. Still COVID. Okay, PA hospital. Chilling there. First thing, see what you can do, see what you can move. Lying down on the bed. Oh yeah, what can you do? Lift this. Oh, can't do this, don't move that. Oh, different, bro. Different setting, different doctors, different nurses. Gotta explain everything again. Oh man, hard to sleep. Hardest nights, bro. 3 other men, 60 plus, snoring, talking, moaning.
Health problems.
Health problems are all night.
Yeah.
Headphones on too loud. Just crazy. Yeah. But good guys. And we just all learn how to, can you just imagine this, bro? Just like being in a place where all of you are just trying to get after this common goal where you can like walk again. All of them are after prosthetic legs.
Yeah, right.
Like trying to learn to walk that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here, like, the only one with 2 legs. Like, hey, oh, what happened to him? What happened? Oh, I got asked that every day, right? Like, for weeks. Like,
With all these people with missing limbs, and you're
not shy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
straight. Like, the second question, what's wrong with you? What happened to you?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
hey, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually tragic, but hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up, eh? Because you wouldn't even have to ask them. Just like,
Look.
hello.
Yeah.
What?
Pretty
Take your
nuts.
pick, like diabetes or gout or like
Yeah.
something. High blood pressure. Infection. Oh. Yeah.
Man. Yeah, imagine losing a limb to diabetes. Like, what the hell? Because the
Yeah.
circulation gets so bad or whatever.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. It's like, come on, man. Like,
I don't know.
yeah, well, bloody, yeah, my mum just got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So, yeah, she's got to start doing exercise and all that sort of stuff, get moving and get her body working and that.
Yes.
Because it's just so hot in Cairns that she just like stops, stays still, you know.
Whoa. Yeah.
And yeah, she's got like other health ailments and all that sort of stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yeah, you know, age as well.
That's
so,
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, what could you do at this stage while they were asking you all these questions and that? Like when you're just getting like at the PA, like your progression and stuff. Like how quick could you do stuff while you were there?
At the PA.
Oh, drink some water.
No, bro, I'm good.
You're good with
I
that?
got this, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just talk. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. All good. It took a while for me to walk. I'd say it's like pretty much like a baby trying to walk again.
True.
Yes. Exactly like a baby trying to walk again. I had to move my ankles and then slowly lift my knees and just start to walk. But before you walk, you gotta stand. You gotta learn to stand. And that's something else. That's first. You learn to stand, and then you learn to walk with a rollator, which is just essentially something you can put your hands on and lean on while you try and walk forward.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it holds you up, or you can hold yourself up with your upper body and put as much pressure or as much pressure as you want on your legs.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So it pretty much just holds you up.
Yeah, it started like that initially.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Just trying to walk like that. And the doctor would get me to set goals like by the end of the week you have to be able to walk to the dining room with the rollator. You can walk with it to your bed and walk with it back assisted.
Yeah.
So I'd do that, and then by the end of the week I'd do it, and the doctor would watch me and he'd just like shake his head and walk out. Yeah. It was real like sensei type. You just wanted to I just felt like I wanted to make him like just see him happy, like this progress is like really helping this guy. So that was cool.
Well, he's like thinking, oh, well, I'm really helping this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're like, well, he's putting the effort in, so I'll help him more.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it's like both ways sort of thing.
Yes. I'll research. I'll find out. I'll help this young man. At the time, I still had the catheter in. I couldn't, each time they removed it, the nerves weren't connecting from my brain to my bladder to release urine, so I wasn't able to pee. I could stand over the toilet all day. Nothing would happen. Like, nothing would come out. Like, zero. So I still had the catheter, and I've had it removed, and inserted at least 7 times
Ooh, wow.
over the course of 4 months, because you have to keep removing it. If it stays in too long, after 2 weeks, you start getting UTIs.
Yeah.
You don't want that. So after that, during physio they have parallel bars. So that's also a good way of like learning to walk, because you put your arms up on the 2 parallel bars and you try and walk to the end. It probably went on for about, so I'd say 6 or 7 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, parallel bars. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. So that particular doctor was gonna help me get rid of the catheter. So there was this thing with spinal cord injuries. Catheters become permanent. Like you can carry around a bag all day.
Yeah, right.
With a tube permanently attached. You change every 3 months.
Wow.
And that's what I was facing, because nothing was happening. Like, it wasn't working, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So the other department was fine, if you know what I mean, but like, just that function didn't return. So there's a thing called self-cathing, which I was taught to do. If you want to look it up, you can.
No, you can explain that.
You can enlighten our listeners. All right, there's a tube. It's about 40 centimeters long, and you insert it at the tip of your penis, and you push it through until it gets into your bladder, and then you drain the tip of that tube into a container. So the doctor essentially taught me how to do that, which I did at least 7 to 8 times every day.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Ooh.
For months. Yeah, for months. So I learned how to do that. I even taught someone else how to do that.
Yeah, right.
Because I was efficient.
Yeah.
Yes. The first few times a nurse does it for you, but after that, like, the nurse isn't going to be around at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
When you need to go. When you gotta go, you gotta go, you know.
For sure.
Sure. So that was pretty challenging, bro. Yeah.
And just being able to use your legs and then doing all this sort of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Self-cathing. That's what it's called, self-cathing. So people with spinal injuries can't, while waiting for the connection to return, they have to self-cath. Yeah, so I had to do that. Did that for a while. But then the day came when it came back. But this was like later on. This was when I was discharged and everything. So I had tubes on tubes, gloves on gloves, lube on lube, numbing cream. Like, I had all that. I had to take all that home with me.
Yeah.
And I've got this thing. It's called NDIS, National Disability
Insurance scheme.
Insurance scheme, bro. And yeah, bro, they pay for everything.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's like a fund available for people with permanent disabilities. And at the time, they saw self-cathing as permanent for me. So they were forking out, they were paying for everything. And this is an expensive, expensive thing, bro. This was like, I had to buy tubes and lube and numbing cream and gloves, boxes of gloves for me. Because each time, sterilize, put the gloves on, lube, get the tube out of the thing, make sure it doesn't touch anything, deck yourself, whatever, have the bag ready for when you pull the tube out, the container ready, the pee, everything. So on top of that, I can't walk. So yeah, to do all that. But yeah, the day came. It came back, bro. Stopped stopped having to use the self-cathing, came back, started normal. Every 2 hours, every 2 hours, every 2 hours. Kept coming back. Oh, that was awesome.
Nice.
Yes.
Freedom.
Yes. Freedom. Oh man. But anyway, I jumped the gun a bit. That's later, man. That's like after I was discharged.
Yeah.
Probably like, geez, I'm guessing now, but I'd say at least about 16 weeks out of hospital.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm still up to like the 5th month now. I'm at PA hospital. I'm at the parallel bars. I'm learning how to walk the rollator. I'm trying to get to the dining room by the end of the week, make the doctor happy. He can keep helping me. Yeah, bro, I'm still there. Every week there's something coming back. Like I can lift my knee up. I can lift my foot up like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big one. That was really massive. Like one time after the shower, I just like did that and I was like, wow! Like, oh shit, what? Now the left one, I'm right dominant, so everything came back on the right first, just like doing that. Left, I was like a week lagging all the time, lagging, slow. Couldn't lift it, couldn't do my ankle stretches, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Couldn't do any of that. But at this time I'm doing physio every day, which is like an hour every day. Sit to stands, even get on the Wii Fit, try and do like the skating balance, just trying to get back to normality. Leaning forward was a big thing. Yeah, because I couldn't trust your feet a lot to hold you up.
Yeah.
Like you don't really realize, but I couldn't trust my feet to hold me. I couldn't like lean forward and stuff, so they would continuously try and like throw things at me and I'd have to try and catch them and stuff. Yeah. Trying to teach me all that again.
And you're like just lying there and they throw things at
Bastard. That's my man. Yeah.
But yeah, shit. And then so after that, or was it before or after that you got your catheter out? I mean,
I still had the catheter and I was in a wheelchair. I had the bag on me, the catheter, the tube coming out like that, the bag clipped to the side. Everywhere I went, I had to make sure, like, I moved the bag first. And then, because you imagine, if you accidentally tip that bag or pull that bag the wrong way, you know what?
Yeah.
So, I was, no one could come near me. You near me, you can't come near that bag. You can't,
Yeah.
can't be around me. Nah, I wouldn't trust, bro. You wouldn't trust anyone. So, yeah, that was with me the whole time, until I learned to self-cath.
Mm-hmm.
So got rid of the bag, and then I just had all the tubes and all the equipment all the time on me, gloves on me. Yeah.
Shit, that's so lucky, eh?
Yes,
that they've
bro.
come up with that sort of stuff.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Oh, apparently a lot of people in motorcycle accidents with back injuries and spinal cord, they get. So it's the disc C4 and C3. So it's like at the top of your neck. Like those are the cords that are affected. Pretty much.
Yeah, right.
So it's like, it's right near up at the top. And that's where it's affected the most. But yeah, 5th month, PA. Doing good. Now I'm doing, I'm getting in the swimming pool now. I'm fucking doing, what do you call it? Water therapy. What do you call it?
Aquarobics.
Yeah, bro, aquarobics and stuff. Getting in the pool. Zero gravity.
Yeah.
It's different. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It was really different. Like, I don't know. Like at that point, and this is recent. I recently thought this and said this. I didn't know if I was gonna walk again. Like, I didn't know when I got in that pool and I felt how my legs felt like standing up.
Yeah.
I was like,
this is gonna happen.
I was like, I didn't know, bro. Like, you don't know. Like, I'm being hoisted like here and there, like to the wheelchair, to the bed and back. Like, I don't, like, I'm paralyzed. Like, I don't know, you know, like, and I didn't know if I was gonna walk again. Yeah, just crazy. Yeah. But the wheelchair, you can't get used to something like that, eh? Like, I always got pushed around. I never really, did the, you see, like, in the Olympics, the Paralympics, the guys with the wheelchairs doing it. Like, no, I didn't do that. Like, I always got pushed around, like, spoiled. Yeah. But from the wheelchair, it took me about 6 or 7 weeks to get walking sticks. I graduated to walking sticks from the wheelchair. And man, wow, that's hard. That's hard to do. Walking sticks, wow. Yeah, that was crazy. My left leg was still lagging. My right was doing most of the work, but I was still like trying to get that walking pattern back, that sequence, like left, right, that sort of like penguin type walk. I call it, like try to get that like motion rhythm back, like. And I'll mention now, like, I reckon at this point, like, since I played basketball, like, that played like a massive role with like coordination and being able to like move on my feet. I think basketball like really played a major role in me getting back on my feet. And yeah, definitely without it, it would have taken longer, I think, and I wouldn't be as sound and like as fluent as possible.
So you've been doing a bit of that lately, like when you started walking and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, bro. I used to bring I started bringing the wheelchair chair down to the basketball court and just sitting in the chair and shooting, and then I could stand up and have like 2 or 3 shots, and then 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots, and then sit down, and then move the chair to a different location on the court and have 3 shots from there, move the chair again, and that's how I started, bro. Yeah, and I really fell in love, like, back with the game again. Like, I loved it. I fell in love, like, with my passions, like shoes, like basketball, like family, food. Like, I just went back, like, oh shit, like, I don't know, corny ass, but like found myself, like, again, like, like, oh shit, like from a little boy, like up, like, oh shit, like, this is you, this is you, like,
well, learning to walk again and learning to breathe again and learning to piss again. It's
bro.
like, well, what of the old me is like left? I had to learn everything again. So all that patience you would have like had to learn, like waiting for everybody else to do what you needed, or if they couldn't do it how you wanted, like you're just like, well, okay, thanks. Like that's like that like the stuff that you learn while you're laid up waiting, or just in those sort of states as well. Like you're probably learning stuff as it's happening, but and still like you got no idea what's happening. Like the brain's crazy.
Crazy.
It's like to think about like how diverse humans are, let alone thinking, and then like getting it to actually work how we want it to work. Like, because it's just all electrical signals and all that sort of stuff. So you have to make those connections. And it's like a path. You have to walk a path for it to get like wide enough, like, yeah, because naturally, yeah, grass will just start turning to dirt and then compact, and then all of a sudden there's like a wide path just from people just from walking on it, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what, like, to make those connections.
That's right, bro.
It's like,
exactly.
well, if like
That's a great analogy. Yeah.
if the grass is grown and you don't know what's going on, like,
Yeah.
you need to walk those paths. Like, yeah, it's conditioning.
That's right, bro.
Yeah, it's yeah, like, because everything sort of went back to zero for
Zero,
you.
bro. Yeah.
So-
Minus. Yeah.
So yeah, the outcome, like, of your brain would just be like, well, like those little like wins and stuff as well. It's like, man, like, life's good. Like, yeah, because
Yeah.
now I can walk again. Like,
Yeah.
not knowing that you're not gonna walk.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was heavy, man. That was heavy, eh?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. That was heavy. But I'm getting better now. I can walk with stilts. Probably around 40 meters.
All right.
Yeah.
Stilts.
Yeah, stilts. And then I gotta sit down. Oh, yeah, the stilts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
About 40 meters, yeah. Then I gotta sit down. Yeah. Yeah, blood. And then, yeah, I had to do that test. So I'm around the 7th week. I'm the 8th week now. I really want to get discharged. This is in February. I'm up to like the 6th month in hospital.
Yeah.
6 months in hospital now. I'm still in a wheelchair. It's February, right? I've been allowed to go home. I was allowed to go home in December for Christmas and New Year's. So that was a big thing too, going home, spending the night. That was huge for me. But I still had to go back to hospital at the end of the weekend, which was kind of, bittersweet, but
Yep.
yeah.
Once you know, yeah, all the help's there
Yeah.
and all that shit, eh?
Been through it, been there, done that. Yeah, bittersweet. But yeah, back to hospital. 8 weeks. I'm thinking I'm getting out in April. It's February now. I'm like, okay, April. Because that's in my mind, I'm that far from walking without this stilt. So at least one stilt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, April. But by the end of February, I'm like almost walking, and this is like 8 weeks, and I'm down to one still. And I'm going home every weekend, and yeah, things are looking up. This 8th week, 9th week coming in, I'm asking my physio, yo, when can I go home? Give me the green light. Tell the doctor it's okay. Like, I'm not gonna slip in the shower. I'm okay. Like, you're not gonna be responsible for me. It's okay. Like, I'm good. I have to instill all this confidence in them because they're the ones who give the green light for you to go home. It's only until that they're happy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get injured that you can go, and you have to show them every day that you're transferring.
That in itself is pretty good. They're not just like going, well, we've given you this amount of care. Doesn't seem like you're getting ready. Like, they put the time in.
Bro, big props to the public hospital, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I was on private health, like weeks before I got really sick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you call? Unsubscribed from private healthcare.
Yeah.
Medibank.
Right.
Weird, eh?
Mm.
And then public health saved me. And I got nothing bad to say about it. It was the best treatment and experience I could have had, I think. Shout out to Public Health Queensland.
Mm.
True.
But you know those, like, how you saying weeks before it happened, you ran out of public or private health or whatever.
Yeah. Unsubscribed, yeah.
Yeah, unsubscribed. What if like that was the thing? Like that's when it started,
Yeah.
and it made you do this.
And it made me do...
Unsubscribe from
Yeah.
private health.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's the disease.
Wow, yeah, yeah.
The virus did that.
Yeah, trying to fuck with me.
Imagine that.
Honest. Wow.
Because you don't know.
Yeah, that's next level.
Yeah.
Trying to fuck with me extra, eh?
Bro. And what if that actually saved you?
Bro, that's a plot. Yeah, true. Like, tried to fuck me up, but then got fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the MRIs they kept putting me through, bro. Oh, man, because I couldn't stand it. I felt like I was being put in the thing, the incinerator when they burn you. What do you call it?
Okay, yeah.
I just had that
Like
in my
cremated.
mind. Yeah, cremation, bro. I just had that in my mind, like someone pushing me into that.
Yeah, right.
So then they gave me headphones with Spotify, and I put some Jack Johnson on. I just listened to his albums.
Mm-hmm.
I'd count the songs. So it took about 13 songs. That would be 1 hour. So if they'd say 2 hours, then I'd have to count 26 songs. And I'd count every song to keep me from opening my eyes.
Alright.
Because if I'd open my eyes, I'd flip out, bro. Like, I don't want to be in there.
Yeah.
Like, get me out of this thing. It's making noise. It sounds like you're in a car right near a car wash. It's just chaos in there. And you just... like, it's not nice in there.
Mm-hmm.
You get earplugs, then you get headphones, and then they push you in. Yeah. And then you just hear noises for like an hour or 2 hours, however long they have you in there for, scanning
That's nuts. Your brain.
your brain, taking photos, millions of photos.
Mm.
So, yeah, I had a few of those done. And each time the pieces in my brain, the virus was like slowly receding, like going back. It is this big, like, white sort of web over my brain. And it was, like, clouding, like, the front of my brain. And every time they did the MRIs and they looked at the scans, because that showed me, the doctors would try and, like, explain as much as they could to just keep me on board. And, like, you know, they really made an effort to make my family understand what was going on with me, and, like, making sure that they knew that they were doing everything possible that they could possibly do, you know. So they'd show me scans and they'd say, oh, you know, you're getting better, like, it's the viruses. And I'd hate, like, trying to get the news, like, I just didn't want to hear anything, like, just don't tell me, like, fuck. Don't tell me, nah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thank God it was all good. It was all good.
Shit, yeah. Well, you pulled out all of that shit, eh?
Yes. Yes.
So how long were you in the PA for?
9 weeks.
9 weeks.
Yes. I was sitting at the parallel bars on my
But
wheelchair.
after 5 months in the Mata.
After 4.5 months in the Mata.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, spot opened up. A bed opened up. PA. Which is pretty much all they were waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Just went in there. Yeah, I was sitting at the parallel bars in my wheelchair. My physio just came up to me and said, you can go tomorrow if you want. Oh man, I was just like, I don't know, just all the wind just came out of it, just like,
Yeah.
I couldn't cry, I just, I don't know, I just felt like, he's serious, like, kind of like thinking like, this is it, like the journey is over. No, like, yeah, it was pretty big for me. Like, it was amazing, like the feeling. It was either the next day or the following week, and he was like, I think you should stay an extra week, like it would be good for you to, you know, learn a bit more exercises for you to take home, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, do all this. And like I didn't say it, but I was thinking it in my head, like, I really appreciate you. I love you guys, like, from the bottom of my heart. Like, I'm thankful for you and everything, all your teachings and everything you've done for me. And, like, no disrespect, but, like, I want to walk more than you and everybody in this entire building, like, in Australia. Like, no one wants to walk more than me. Me!
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I told him I'm going home tomorrow. Yeah. Pack all my shit. I'm going home tomorrow. You taking the wheelchair? Nah, I'm not taking the wheelchair. I'll take a stick. Give me a walking stick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, alright. Yeah. I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk with the walking stick. They wheeled me down the next day with the wheelchair. I climbed into my car on the offside. I couldn't drive yet, obviously. So they brought me down with the wheelchair. That was the last time I got in the wheelchair. Put me in the car. Got my walking stick. And then I went in. Went home. That was it.
Yeah, and then like to get walking and stuff, just doing these big treks and stuff around.
To get walking, they gave me an outpost, like out physio. So they would come to me like every 3 weeks, and then I did 8 weeks, 1 day a week at 8 Mile Plains physio. Just went in there for an hour each day. Did physio with actual physios, teach me like Tai Chi and just doing exercise, stretching, and just keeping track of my progress and stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
really good. Over 60 crowd again, still the best. Also,
All that life experience.
everything. Just really, I'd say everything. I'd say quiet, just quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, quiet. Just learn to be quiet and just, yeah, be quiet. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, bro. It was awesome. Looking back, pretty sick.
Well, it's it's a story I'll never forget. Yeah, just even like all those like hallucinations and stuff like that. It's like all that shit was real to you.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
yeah, you thought it was happening,
I thought it was happening.
and you could see it, like, see it happening.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
I even called the police one time because I thought like I was being like attacked.
Mm-hmm.
So I called the police, like delusional. Yeah. I discharged myself because the nurse was like being mean to me and telling me like, you're not going anywhere now, like you can't go anywhere. I just escaped. I was like, fuck off. And then I just got in a taxi and tricked my missus. Oh yeah, the doctor said I can go home. And then, yeah, the ambulance came and picked me up again. Brought me back. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Trippy. Woke up. I had dreadlocks. Cut my dreads off. I had a big beard. Cut my beard off. I was I was in decent shape, man. I'd say I was probably about a nice 80 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, yeah. Dips, all that, yeah. Yeah, man. Just everything wrong, eh?
Yeah. Swiss cheese.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't pinpoint even where I was, what type of environment I was in, like what. Nothing, like, I don't know. Sheesh. Still have pins and needles in my left leg.
Alright.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. The nerve's damaged in my left leg.
Jeez.
My right leg is normal now. Still cracks a bit, but my left leg has pins and needles, and it's very sensitive at the bottom of my foot. Like, oh, it feels like just that felt like sand, like how probably sandpaper feels. Like,
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like, oh well, you know, pins
Yeah.
and needles. Everyone knows pins and needles.
Yeah.
The only way you get rid of it is to, like, just keep using it.
Alright.
Which pretty much goes from the same thing. Except it'll take a while. Yeah. I'd say the best thing, positive, was not smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Not, smoking cigarettes. I was working on it. I was trying to quit, like, before I got sick and everything. Because I found it hard to breathe, man. This thing was making it hard for me to breathe, bro. And I still couldn't quit. Like, this thing was stopping me from taking in oxygen, and I still couldn't quit. Like, that's what this thing does, bro.
So for weeks it was like grinding you down until you couldn't do anything.
I couldn't have a cigarette, no.
Yeah.
I
No, I mean like till you know when you like went in the ambulance to the hospital, like it would have been like a gradual thing growing on you, affecting
making
things.
its way up.
The web, as you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
From the brainstem to the
corrupting
front.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's got to get to the front to start.
Yeah. The middle, bro. It's called the pineal gland or something, bro. Check it out.
Right, in the middle.
Yeah.
Pineal gland?
Yeah, it's right in the middle, like. Check it.
Yeah, pineal gland is a small pea-shaped gland in the brain. Yeah, its function isn't fully understood. Well, that's the thing that like gets affected with like DMT and all that sort of stuff. I think. Yeah, because that because those sorts of drug is like I think you only sort of feel it. Those things to do with it, like at birth or something like that. At birth or conception and at death.
Yeah.
It's like when you experience that burst from that thing. Sort of, So it's like whatever euphoria.
Yeah.
It's like, if we can tap into it to do with euphoria or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
I feel I can relate to those, that sort of, because those images and what I saw and everything was like pretty euphoric for me, like just like enough to wake you up. They put me in a coma while I was in ICU, and it takes like it takes a while for you to come. It depends on the person to come out of the coma, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they told my parents and my partner. Like,
so it's like what they just put you in it and then it just takes its course.
Yeah, you have to like get up.
Yeah.
Wake up. Yeah. So, well, for me to think about it, like maybe the delusions, well, to help me process it, possibly to think that like the delusions were a way to like shock me into waking up, like coming to, or something like that. Yeah. But
at this time you couldn't do anything.
It wasn't me, bro. I was in limbo. I was in my delusions. I was living there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was me living. Like, I didn't know any other. Nah. I thought that like if I kill myself, I'd wake up. Like I'd come to.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't happening. Like, nah. I'd be in one delusion and then I'd be in another one and then another one. And to me, that would just be me dreaming, like, oh yeah, it's just a different dream. I'll wake up. So just dream.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But then, yeah, coming to and seeing my dad when he touched my leg, and me, that's like, for me, when I realized, like, yeah, I'm here. Like, this is the real, like, this is it. Like, the thing, yeah. This nigga touching my leg, like, he's like, we, not emotional, like, we don't do that. Like, nah. And for him to do that just meant, like, oh shit, like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, he touched me like, son.
After all of that, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Shit, well, far out. Well, glad you're here. And then, like, yeah, last night even, yeah, we went to that gig.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, looked like you were just like normal self and all that sort of stuff, you know? Just up and down, moving, like, videoing, like, everything. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It
You're back
yeah.
to living, like, yeah. Blasting cars and away and stuff like that, yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. That was good. That was good. It helped that I went there before, like 2 or 3 weeks before I went to Rick's Bar for that first gig. So I could see the layout and stuff. I can see like my what do you call, like, depth perception, like standing between people and things. Like, I can see that I still have to learn that.
All right.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm gonna fall into someone. I have to keep looking at the ground to watch my feet. So, yeah. That's good. That helps me, like, see where I'm at, like, you know. So I like that, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
right.
good.
Well, yeah, you're paying more attention and stuff now, eh?
Yeah, like,
yeah.
you don't want to fucking hit something. Like, I've fallen a few times. I've fallen down, like, just on a curve.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
kick
true.
something, like, or sometimes I walk backwards and just fucking trip over and shit like that. Yeah. Walking backwards really helped me. Like, I did laps around the oval backwards, like, every morning for weeks. That really helps with your knees. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I did that research. Gotta do all that stuff. So I did a lot of calf raises, you know, just everything, squats, all the time. Took me ages to duck walk. Yeah. My crouching, I still can't really crouch for long periods of time, you know, like, sort of thing.
All right.
Yeah, my knees, man, the knees. It's a big thing.
What? So just
Like that position, that's not good for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, because that'll just lock up. That just, yeah.
Like, what is it? The cartilage, or is it like what's sort of locking in there?
I don't know, like, just, it's hard to explain, like stiffness. Yeah, just say that'd be what I could compare it to. You just feel stiff. Sitting in a car seat for too long, that's not good.
What's a long trip?
Along, like, to the coast, like,
Yeah,
1 hour,
right.
45 minutes. That's a long time. And yeah, like, sitting on a chair like that, yeah, that's not good too. Yeah, I prefer, like, leaning back, like what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, like, always leaning. Yeah.
So you're always just moving your leg all the time.
Yeah, trying to, like, get my, I don't know, just feels better.
No, I mean your leg with your pins and needles and stuff.
Yeah, bro.
Just
Standing.
always moving it and
Yeah.
far out.
Trying to, like, just walk without shoes on grass, on different surfaces, just to make, like, harden it up again.
Yeah, right.
Like cement. But man, it hurts.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just always that. Wonder what it is. Oh, is it the nerves? Is it?
It's the nerves, bro.
Yeah.
The nerves. They do this like electric study on you. They hook you up to these things, and they put like connectors on you, and then they have a bar, and they stick it on you, and then they press the electric thing, and then they see if you move, and it gives you that zap.
Yeah.
I must have got that like 100 times, and that hurts. Those zaps. It's like 1, 2, 3. The different like. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Because they do all the assessments before they hand you over to the different hospital. You know, from Mata to PA. They got to do all the final, checks. And then they pass you over.
After we've poked and prodded you enough, then we can send you out the door.
Yeah.
Shit.
Responsibly.
Yeah.
See you off.
Take all your temperatures.
That was cool. Yeah. My heart rate was like every day over 100 beats per minute.
Yeah,
like
right.
Lying in bed trying to go to sleep at 9 at night, my heart rate's like 100.
Beaten.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because they check you like every 6 hours and come around, check your pulse, check your blood pressure, put the thing on, check you. Yeah, so they had to do that. It's finally gone down though, the heart rate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's
What
back
is-
to normal.
What's that?
60, 70,
Yeah, cool.
80, chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so you're doing basketball and stuff now?
Yep. Just hooping every day.
Mm-hmm.
Getting my shot there. Yeah. Getting my shot there.
So there's a hoop just down the road from you?
Just down the road, bro.
Oh, nice.
Getting the hoops in. Get the push-ups in. Yeah. I want to go to the coast. I want you to cook something for me. What else do I want?
So how are we going on the sand and stuff with your foot?
Good. Really
Yeah.
good. Yeah. I can really run. Because then I can fall down if I want. And stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd probably go about 40 meters, 60 meters if I ran. Yeah. But it's just stopping, falling down. It still feels like very stiff like this, like when I'm running.
Right.
It doesn't feel like smooth, like, yeah. It's like, yeah. Pretty much how I started to walk. Sick.
Yeah, shit. Well, you can use it, man. Like, yeah, far out. From not going that year. Yeah, Jesus. Not knowing you're going to walk again.
Yeah, bro, I said that last night and I cried so bad. I was like, shit, like, what were you thinking, bro? Like, I was smiling. All those pictures I was smiling, but I was like, you didn't even know if you're going to walk again, nigga. How were you fucking smiling, bro?
Oh, right,
You
yeah.
idiot. Yeah, I cried so bad. Like my brain just feeling sorry for my body, like back to that connection again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You think everything's in sync, and then the connection is severed, and then you're like, wait, like I can see you, like move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, couldn't come, like, yeah, even wiggle your toes enough. Like.
Yeah, bro.
But that's after you woke up and after all that sort of stuff that when you were in, like, when you had no idea what was going on. Like, that's like something else too. Like, yeah.
The delusions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your body, your brain thinks that your body's going through all this stuff and doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is, you're just in this. But yeah, you were saying in the delusions you could only move
Yeah, I could only move.
Like the bits that you could only move, like when you were, yeah, when you woke up.
That's right, bro. That's right. Like, it took like my fingers, my wrists. It took a while for me to write. Like, I got the diary I got when they gave me a diary when I first came to in the neuro ward, the 8th floor in Mata Hospital. Yeah. While I was in the ICU, Andrea played my Kevin Gates for me, like all the time, like through the headphones. Put it on for me. Told the nurse put it on for him. Let him hear this shit. These are his favorite songs. Put my top 3 songs there. Kevin Gates songs. Yeah. So like when I came to, the first thing I wrote on the notebook that they gave me was, look in the mirror. Oh Lord, I see a great man.
Bro, I was just going through that in my head.
Yeah, bro. And yeah, my mom, like, I don't know how my mom felt. She probably thought I talked to God or something. But yeah. But Andrea knew about it. She knew. Yeah. I wrote that, and I just thinking about it, I just thought, like, wow, like, that's powerful. Like,
yeah,
if I look in the mirror, yeah, see a great man.
Yeah, and you can do great things, like get your body going, like from writing. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Learn how to talk again. Yeah, not talking and having to. Yeah, well, communicate, like, because communication is everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, because if if it's all in here and we can't get it out, then like, how frustrating would that be? Like, life would just be so shit.
Yes, bro.
So all these people, like, mental health problems and stuff, where they're stuck in that, like, sense, and they can't get out, and they can't see the way that everybody else sees. They literally see what is, like, playing in their head, sort of thing. So, like, yeah. So we got to have, like, more empathy and all that sort of shit, eh?
More empathy,
to that, and have more to do with helping them and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because
awareness, would you say?
Well, because, like, they're only taking, like, substance abuse and stuff like that now as an illness, rather than like criminal and all that sort of stuff in some countries. But so, like, illness is covered up in a lot of different ways too. Like, because people learn how to cope, and so they sort of can cover up illness. Like, and mental illness is, like, one of those things as well. True. That people learn to cover up. And, like, ways that they're neurodiverse as well. Sort of, they just learn from, like, looking at other people and go, oh, I've got to act like that. Like, it's not that that's how they act. It's just like, well, that's what they've learned what to do to cover up whatever. So, yeah.
Sheesh.
Because how, like, and making that, like, even that thought that maybe when you got sick, like, something clicked and went, nah, cancel, like, because you had it. You had that thing.
Now, bro, to put that to bed, Medibank had the deal where they give you a $200 Adidas voucher.
Oh yeah.
So your boy had to get those shoes. Had to get those Oswego Street Baller Adidas.
He's whole.
Shout out to Adidas. Had to get those shoes so I could go ball up. Got the voucher. Called up. I want to unsubscribe. Nah, bro. I'd been paying the premium. I paid the premium. Like, kept on paying that shit. I wasn't getting sick. I was fucking going good. Next month.
Laid up.
Yeah.
Shit.
I spent more time in the hospital than I did in the apartment me and my partner just moved into.
Yeah.
In the valley. West End, sorry. Yeah.
Shit. But you made it. It's all good.
Yeah,
If I live
blood.
another day, we're gonna get bigger, stronger.
Yeah, blood.
Keep doing that ball.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I plan to get everything back and then some.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's my new. That's what I say.
Yeah.
That's what I say now. Yeah.
You well, you seen all the 3-on-3 comps and stuff
Yeah.
around Brizzy and stuff now.
Yeah.
They even put in more of it. Yeah, there's at Chermside, they've got like a Foot Locker there,
Yeah.
and they've just put like a hoop
Oh yeah.
and stuff in there,
Yeah.
like it's a little glassed off area
Yeah.
with a hardwood. Like,
Sweet.
yeah. So
Did you see the one at Rick's last night?
nah,
Ah,
shit.
so I pointed out to you. It was there with a fence for the backboard.
Oh right.
Yeah, bro. Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Backyard stance. Yeah. Shout out to Jake and Jeff
Hell yeah.
and Felix.
Yep. Jacko. You're gonna hear about them sooner or later.
Jaka.
We got the fire.
Hey,
Gotcha fire.
Nah, I like Gypsy Major. I'm the Gypsy Major. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Well, yeah, I only recall because you were saying it's your favorite one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, but
That's right.
yeah, they've got they make some real good beats, especially with them too, like doing different things on those didgeridoo bones and stuff and shit.
Epic stuff.
Yeah,
Epic night.
last night was good,
Yes.
but what's his name? John, Molly's housemate.
Mate, yeah.
Yeah, he does like an R&B Fridays down the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
At a club down there,
Yeah.
and then they DJ on a Saturday as well.
Yeah.
Down at Casablanca,
Oh, yeah.
down at Broadbeach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, it's probably the closest thing that he's worked in that's like a super club sort of thing.
True.
Yeah, like the things that they do, sort of like so yeah, they're just trying to. So if we want to go down, he's just like, oh well, yeah, we've got to come to the DJ booth. They give us a bottle and stuff. You got a place to stand, and yeah, you don't have to worry about it. And I'm like, well,
Sick.
I'll be there. So yeah, a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Head down, try and do some interviews down there and shit.
True. Yeah, bro, do it.
Yeah.
What do I got? I gotta go back to the Mata on next Tuesday
Yeah, right.
for a checkup. That's the most recent on that.
Do you go back to the geriatric to do rehab and stuff?
Physio, nah.
Just physio now?
Yeah, it's pretty just up to me now.
Right.
YouTube
Oh, okay.
and just do as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I gotta go back to the Mata because my bladder still doesn't drain fully. So I just keep waking up at night having to go 2-3 times. Haven't had a full 8-9 hours sleep in a year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How long do you have to get
Probably
up?
4 hours I can last.
Yeah, true.
And then I
Yeah.
need to fucking piss. But yeah, I'll find out more about just last week I've had improvements, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's how recent. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
And
it's
how
still
long
going.
it takes. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how long
right.
it takes, and how recent it takes. How long it takes to rebuild and create those pathways again.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Tuesday, I'm just gonna go and see what they say about. They can do whatever tests they need to do and stuff, as long as I'm not self-cutting.
Shit. Anything but sticking tubes in again, eh?
Anything but that, Just glad I'm not doing that.
Did that, like, what's the name? Like, empty your bladder fully when
Yeah.
you did that?
Yeah,
Right.
most there. Yeah. Yeah. That had to be done more than 100 times. Easy.
Shit.
Easy, yeah. I got a diary with every time.
Shit.
Yeah. Just became a habit. I just kept counting weeks, counting days. This is my 35th week out of hospital. My 7th week at work.
Mm-hmm.
I count more now, and just aware a lot more. A lot more aware. Of what I do.
Cause everything matters, eh?
Everything matters, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just say something. You have to do it. Like, yeah. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sign up.
Yeah. All right. It was good having you, bro.
Cheers.
Good
fella.
chat. Like,
Yes.
yeah. Cause we're gonna keep talking more. We got way more to talk about.
For sure.
That's just like, yeah. That was just that journey, bro.
Yeah, bro. This my
Yeah.
brother, long time. Like years. Like more than 10 years, like this my big bro.
But yeah,
For real.
keep going.
Will do. Thanks, blood.
All right. Catch up.
Cheers.